What's going on? What's going on? So today was interesting because I spent my day in Delaware, or a portion of my day in Delaware, um, and there was I forgot what the exact title was, but it was maybe wealth. It says like the Wealth Creation Symposium, hosted by NAREB, National Association of Real Estate Brokers. And it's a minority-owned association of realtors, which is dope. Since 1978. This was back when, so now you have the National Association of Realtors, and back in the days, they wouldn't let black people join. They wouldn't let black real estate agents join the National Association of Realtors. So some gangsters was like, man, bunk that. We'll open up our own association. And that's how that came about. And it's crazy because I had no idea that this organization existed, and I can't remember. I think maybe someone reached out to me from, I don't even know. I think my broker at the time. My broker at the time reached out to me and was like, Ugo, check this out. It was funny because my broker at the time was white, and he saw clearly that I was black, and he was like, hey, I have a black realtor, maybe this would be of interest. And I'm not saying that in any type of condescending way, because I love my broker, and I know that he was always looking for ways to help me get to the next level. And I love that he felt comfortable enough to come at me from that angle, knowing that I wouldn't attack him on being racist or something like that, but just out of mutual respect. And I love it because that's what helped me get to where I am now. And now I'm plugged into a group of real estate agents that are championing the home ownership for the black community, but not just home ownership, like actually the creation of wealth through real estate to help stabilize our community. And y'all know I'm mother effing love that type of mission. I'm all about that type of mission. No disrespect to anyone else, any type of nationality, whatever your skin color, you know what I mean? But it's nothing else, there's nothing wrong with looking out for your own, right? There's nothing wrong with that. So really, really happy that I got the time to come out here and check out this, this area, the state. I'm going to be getting my license in Delaware just because I want to. There's a lot of grants and programs that are taking place in Delaware that PA just doesn't have. You know what I mean? My number one go-to in PA is absolutely NACA. If you look at my YouTube channel, I have nothing but love and admiration for the NACA program. I think it's effing phenomenal, and I take as many people as I possibly can through that program, especially first-time home buyers. And keep in mind, a first-time home buyer isn't someone that's never bought a house. That just means you haven't had a house in your name for the past 3 years. If you are married and you don't have a house, but your husband or a wife or a partner has a house, then you're not a first-time home buyer. You're a homeowner by association, right? But if you sold your house 3 years ago and you haven't had your name on a deed since, my G, you're a first-time home buyer, and you get all the benefits of all the programs that cater towards first-time home buyers. Anyways, NACA is my go-to program. I send everyone to that because I recommend that program. But the difficult thing is that when someone doesn't want to go through NACA, the alternatives are just very poo-poo. I mean, they suck. I mean, all the alternatives that are out there for people that want to go buy a house outside of NACA, just ain't the best. Just ain't the best. You know what I mean? When you pound for pound compare NACA to anything out there, you're gonna lose, baby. You're gonna lose. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the Bill Cosby pudding. I'm joking. I'm chilling. I'm bugging. But it's just tough to hold a stick to NACA. But in Delaware, just going to Delaware County, DSHA, Delaware State Housing Authority, they have a lot of programs that are not bad. So I think Delaware is a state where I can still offer NACA, but then if NACA isn't an option, then then I have the ability to offer something that's not as sucky. I have a second backup that's not as sucky as the second backups as the backups that I would have in PA. So for that reason alone, I think Delaware is a state. Plus, Delaware has low taxes, and if I hop on a freeway, it's not too bad of a drive. So it's something that I am strongly considering. Just on the real estate agent standpoint, I would not be interested in any type of investing in Delaware. Number one, because it's just not a market that I've studied enough to really have input on. But yeah, definitely on the real estate side. And it was great because one of the things that we had a bunch of speakers, that spoke on the topic and spoke on the notion. But then what really happened was after all the speakers went up, we did a panel, right? We had 6 panels that were in public policy, HUD, from the government, lenders, underwriters. It was so dope. And we just kind of talked about things that were constrictive or limiting our community from home ownership, having good credit, having enough money for a down payment, the impact of student loans, the trajectory of millennials, the importance of public policy and how it affects housing and how that equates to wealth creation, housing and how that equates to the maintenance of legacy or generational wealth. Oh man, it was great. It was fantastic. It was a lot of things where if you have ever watched any of my videos, you see that, man, I'm all about everything that was discussed today. And I will say it was an older demographics of people that were in the room. I by far was the youngest person there. What that to me indicates is that there's not enough people my age that actually give a crap about these topics. There's not enough people that will take the time out to come to an event like this and educate themselves on what's going on. And that sucks, yo. And that sucks. And I challenge anyone that's watching that watches my videos, wherever you are, wherever you're investing, it's very important that you're a part of that community and you're learning what's going on, not just from the real estate aspect, but from the policy aspects as well, because guess what? That's going to affect your real estate. What's going on in zoning, right? People don't think about that. What's going on in zoning? Things that go in zoning get voted. It has to get voted before it gets passed and becomes something that actually has an impact on you. So it's very important that you're part of that voting process, right? But you got to know what's going on. You got to know who stands for what. I mean, there's so many things that people that call themselves real estate investors just kind of overlook, and then something passes and something happens. They're like, oh, well, that's not beneficial. You were never in a room to voice your opinion on why it wasn't beneficial, right? But the people that were benefiting from it were, and that's where you lost out. Yeah. But anyways, overall today was a dope day, and super excited about the knowledge and the people I got to interact with today. And I just wanted to shoot this video and kind of challenge people to, especially investors, get a little bit more involved in your communities. Make sure you know what's going on. If things are being passed, make sure you're aware of it, whether they're good for you, not for you, whether they even have any correlation to you. Just make sure you know what's going on in your community and that you're brisk on all the happenings, because that is part of being a good real estate investor, knowing what's going to impact your market, what direction the market is going, and what impacts and what effects policies that are being passed are going to have in your market. All right. So anyways, my name is Ugo Opara, PA licensed real estate agent and investor, soon to be Delaware licensed. And I'm actually reporting to you live from the state of Delaware right now. I'm about to hop on the highway, head back to my city of brotherly love, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.